if you're someone that trades IFVGs and you sometimes find out that you're missing out on IFVGs because you clearly don't see them with your eyes, or you like to have a more passive way of maybe for an indicator to send you alerts or signals when an IFVG gets inversed, then this is the perfect video for you, because I'll be showcasing you my IFVG indicator that I custom coded in TradingView Pine script, and everyone can use it. So all you gotta do is just go on my WAP to access it. But essentially it comes with the indicator package, and it comes with all these indicators here. I'm going to remove all of these so we can really focus on the main indicator I'm going over today. This is called ETU IFVG. Read this first if you want. Just explains real quick roughly how IFVGs work if you don't understand how they get inversed and what's considered inverse and what's not. I have a system that basically filters out memory so you guys don't lag, or you only want to show the most recent IFVGs. You can use this tool here. It just uses a first in first out queue to basically sort the memory for the IFVGs. And then last but not least, you can have different types of customization features like border width for IFVGs. I typically keep at 2. This is very important. So this indicator is literally a 2-in-1. It's a fair value gap and IFVG indicator. Why? Because when you have this disabled, show text when inversed, all this indicator is drawing is just the fair value gaps, right? Like we have a bearish fair value gap, it's red, bullish fair value gap, it's green. So if you trade fair value gaps, this is also a perfect combination for your trading. And again, it sends you alerts when these fair value gaps get inversed or mitigated. So if you go in here, go to add alert, you have a fair value gap mitigation, right? Fair value gap mitigated, prepare for potential inverse. So you can get alerts ahead of time before, so you get enough time to react and go in your broker, enter your trade, and manage your risk. There's also a fair value gap inverse, which basically sends you an alert on the candle close when the fair value gap gets inversed. Typically, you obviously want to know a little bit ahead of time, but if you're actively looking at the chart, you might just want something to quickly notify you real quick that your entry model is coming, or it presented itself. So I do have a lot of different type of systems here. Obviously, you can change and customize the visuals. This is pretty straightforward coding, not too much there. Just change the colors here, nothing crazy. You also have text size. That's also a visual thing. It's up to you. Different text sizes, right? I typically just keep it at normal or small. But yeah, this is for people that maybe on the higher time frame want bigger text. And show text, you change the text color. And show text when inversed, it just shows you, it labels the fair value gap as IFVG when it gets inversed, and it will tell you the exact candle that inversed the fair value gap. How do I know? The code is set to basically stop drawing the box at the exact candle bar index that inversed the fair value gap. And if you guys don't know what IFVG is, it's just when a candle body closes above a fair value gap. You can see this candle body closed above. The closure closed above the fair value gap. Hence, you can see the IFVG is drawn perfectly to that, and it stops. It doesn't continue drawing forever. There's a lot of, I tried a lot of IFVG indicators on the market, like in free TradingView community. And the reason why I made my own was just because I found out they suck. A lot of them are just bad, and they just don't work properly, or they just miss out on a ton of IFVGs. Hence why I made a solution to that also. You can use, first off, before I get into that real quick, you can enable 50% calculation, which literally is just filtering out IFVGs. You can either set it to draw them out based on fair value gaps. So if you're looking for potential PYs and use fair value gaps as your PYs, you can use fair value gap mode. If you use IFVG mode, all this does is essentially, it just basically keeps all the fair value gaps in premium discount, right? So like, for example, if you're looking for a short, you're looking for a bullish fair value gap to get inversed. Hence, when you have the setting enabled, it's only going to draw bullish fair value gaps in premium and bearish fair value gaps in discount, because obviously you're looking for these to get inversed, right? Like here's the entry model here, and you just TP at this internal for a very conservative TP. There's your easy free one to risk reward. There's other trades that you inverse here. You're taking this trade. There's so many trades you could take really with the indicator itself. Of course, you need maybe add some more context yourself in your trading, may add some more confluences, but the indicator itself speaks for itself, man. If you disable this, it just draws all the IFVGs on your chart. If you just want to see everything, I don't like it like that. I like it to be more clean and filtered out. So I have this filter. And the last thing for filtering is the size filtering system. This filters based on pretty straightforward, the size of the fair value gap. If you do extremely aggressive, it's only going to show you the massive fair value gap. Some people, maybe your trading system is you only want to take an entry off big inverse fair value gaps. Then you put the mode to extremely aggressive. This way you avoid those smaller, less significant fair value gaps or IFVGs. And of course, there's different modes. You can see as we go down to no filter, it will just mark every single potential IFVG, even these tiny ones like this or this or this, right? But look at what happens once you go conservative. Those get removed. Once you go a bit more aggressive, those other ones on the left get removed, things like that. So I'm going to reset this to default settings because these are the default settings I use. To me, my system, I don't care too much about the size of the IFVG based on my, I haven't collected enough data, but just based on my past trading experience, trading live, I don't really see it to affect my win rate much if it's a small or big IFVG inversed. So that's just for my system. Everyone's system is different, so definitely check that out, backtest your own system, and hopefully this indicator will help out a lot of those IFVG traders out there trading and scalping IFVGs.